One of the oldest truisms is you become what you think about. And so often we're letting other people decide what we think about, which means we're letting other people decide what we become. We need to knock that off. So taking full responsibility for your own well-being. Even though I let others decide what I think about, I choose to love and accept myself. Even though I often let others decide what I think about, I choose to love and honor myself. Even though I often let others decide what I think about. And since we become what we think about, I'm letting other people decide what I become. And I need to knock that off. And even though I often let others decide what I think about, I choose to deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself. And maybe all these other people, because I choose to feel that free. I often let others decide what I think about. I sometimes let others decide what I think about. When I listen to other people talk, or when I go on social media, and a lot of the things that people are saying on there are not healthy for my well-being. And they cause me to think unfortunate things. And since I become what I think about, that's bad news. Unless I follow really positive people who encourage me to think really good thoughts. I choose to be careful about what radio station I tune into. If I become what I think about, I want to listen to things that cause me to think great thoughts. And maybe it's not what I'm hearing right now, but things I've heard from other people in the past. People have said some unfortunate things to me. And I keep thinking about those things. I think about those unfortunate circumstances. I think about those unfortunate events. And that's not good news if I become what I think about. I choose to change my mind. I choose to think really great thoughts. I don't expect to be perfect at it. I'm open to the possibility that it's okay if I entertain the occasional negative thought. As long as I overcompensate with a lot of great thoughts. We become what we think about most of the time. sometimes with the way I think. It's 2 steps forward and 3 steps back. I choose to tune into those people who encourage me to think great thoughts. I choose to do so much more often. So that if I happen to listen to the news, which doesn't usually create great thoughts in me, I then spend more time listening to inspirational messages, or doing my own inspirational thinking. So that even if listening to certain things takes me 2 steps backwards, I'm taking 20 or 30 steps forward. I'm deciding what I want to think about. I'm not letting other people decide what I think about. I'm not letting them decide what I become. I'm choosing who I choose to be. And I'm doing what it takes to be that person. And when I put stuff out there in the world, things that people will think about, I choose to make them great. So that I help other people think great thoughts. Because then they'll become great. And that makes the world a better place. I'm giving myself the freedom to do this. Reclaiming my power to think great thoughts. Giving myself permission to think more good thoughts. Making better choices about my mental diet. So that I set myself up for much greater success. In body, mind, and spirit. Take a deep breath. So, they often say, watch what you eat. Well, in terms of the mental diet, be careful about that. If we become what we think about, allow yourself to really choose wisely in terms of what you listen to and what that makes you think. All right. Thanks for doing that. It makes the world a better place for all of us.